Welcome to the start of the new school year at NDU. I am honored to be chosen today as your commencement speaker, as I am here to impart my wisdom at serving Wrong speech. Dark Academia. Whether you're an undergrad or entering grad school, we have amazing programs for you. So let's get into the course selection now, shall we? Holo Taco just released their Dark Academia collection, which includes 8 polishes of various formulas. I'm going to be swatching and reviewing them today, so let's get into it.
To start all my swatching, I began with Peely Base because I'm going to swatch all the colors, and then I did 2 coats of Pink Smoothing Base so I don't have to torment all of you with my incredibly stained nails. First up in the Undergrad bundle is Ivory Tower. If you were also that kid who painted their nails with whiteout, this polish might be for you. Holo Taco describes it as an off-white, warm ivory polish in their creme formula. I was very impressed with the opacity of this polish on the first coat. There were a couple of thin spots on my nail, so I added a second coat to get to full opacity. This polish might seem like any old white polish on a first glance, but the warmth pulls it together with the rest of the collection and will likely be the white polish I turn to for nail art because of its warm tones. Stick around for the comparison swatches later in the video. Next up is Headhunter. I consider this a spiritual successor to Monstera from the Julian collab collection. I know a lot of people were unable to get Monstera, so I'm happy that Holo Taco is releasing something similar yet different enough. This polish is a dark hunter green creme that blew me away with its opacity. Roll the tapes.
There's no way. Is this a one-coater?
I'm really happy we have a dark green creme in Holo Taco's lineup, as this was a clear gap that needed to be filled, and I'm excited to try some combos with it. Rounding out the cremes, we have Foreshadow. As you can tell, I was also blown away by this one. This polish is described as a medium warm gray creme, and you're not going to believe it, but it was also a one-coater in this swatch test. When I painted the other hand later, it did need 2 coats, but that could have been how I applied the polish. And finishing the Undergrad bundle is Devil's Advocate. Holo Taco describes this polish as a blackened oxblood red semi-translucent crelly. For those who do not know, a crelly is a combination creme and jelly polish. This is their first official crelly, but they did dip their toes in jelly polishes in one of their anniversary collections. Crellies are great because how they can be used in nail art, since you can layer other colors or textures between 2 coats to create something new. Or you can use it as a topper to transform a color. This color is so cool and macabre that it just makes me impatient for Wednesday Season 2. Here is a Skittle of the full Undergrad bundle. I think my favorite color is Foreshadow because I've always been a fan of duct tape gray and gray polishes in general. I also wanted to see how they looked with Fallen Flake Taco from Holo Taco's last fall collection since I love shiny things so much. Now this is a combination that I want to wear again. Now that we have a great foundation from Undergrad, let's dive right into the grad school bundle. This bundle includes 4 specialty polishes in varying formulas. First up is Inkwell. Holo Taco describes this as a blackened sepia bronze micro shimmer formula. I love this polish. First of all, I'm obsessed with brown polishes, and then you add a gold micro shimmer. I'm sold. I swear, Simply was reading my mind directly when she came up with this one. Sorry, I got distracted there. I found this buildable in 2 coats. Next is Ivy League. This polish is described as a deep blackened green jelly base with warm green shimmers. The green shimmers don't show up too well on this camera, likely because it got washed out from the ring light, but you will see in the full hand shots that the green glitters are strong. I found this polish to be mostly opaque on the first coat, but it needed a second coat to fully bring out the deep blackened green base. The last of the shimmer-based polishes is Secret Society. This one is described as a grayish jelly base with a gold bronze micro shimmer and scattered hollow. On the first coat, this looks a lot more yellow than it is because the base is sheer enough to allow many layers of shimmers to shine through, and the extra hollow sparkle is a really nice touch. This one is also one of my favorites from the entire Dark Academia collection because gray plus gold makes my heart happy. I found this one buildable in about 2 coats. And finally we have a polish that I was blown away to see when it arrived. Silent Library is described as a deep muted navy frosted metal formula with metallic silver flakes. For those who are OG Holo Taco fans, you will remember how Cold Shoulder, the blue frosted metal from an early collection, was one of the first polishes that was discontinued. Now don't quote me on this, but I believe this was due to the original Cold Shoulder formula having some longevity issues, and you'll see it in a little bit what my bottle looks like all these years later. I am obsessed with the frosted metal formula, as Frozen Bananas and Blacklisted are 2 of my absolute favorite Holo Taco polishes, so I'm super happy to be getting another frosted metal. This one is different from other frosted metals since the metallic flakes are smaller in comparison. I love the deep blue color of this one, and I will personally consider it the spiritual successor of Cold Shoulder. And here is the Skittle of the entire grad school bundle. Honestly, out of these, it's very difficult to pick a favorite polish, as they all have interesting finishes and effects. That said, Gold Anything is my favorite, so Inkwell and Secret Society are slightly above Ivy League and Silent Library for me, but I can see myself wearing any of them in the future. I was lucky enough to have direct sunlight while swatching these, and I think the close-up gives a good idea of what these polishes will look like, especially the green shimmers in Ivy League, the hollow sparkles in Secret Society, the small metallic flakes in Silent Library, and that bronze effect in Inkwell.
Priced at $97 US, this collection is available now on Holo Taco's website. Now let's get into some comparisons with some of their other polishes.
First up for Ivory Tower, I compared it to Not Milky White and Butter Me Up. When they are next to each other, it's abundantly clear how warm Ivory Tower is in comparison to Pure White, without leaning yellow like Butter Me Up. Next up, Headhunter is put next to Modest Moss and Monstera. You can really see how much darker Headhunter is from Holo Taco's other darker greens, and can help fit the niche that Monstera filled. For Foreshadow, I compared it to Duct Tape Gray and Cold Slate. What is wild about this comparison is Foreshadow looks super gray on its own, but the moment you put it with other shades of gray, it looks so much warmer. Finally, in the Undergrad bundle, I compared Devil's Advocate to Double Dare. While there are no crellies to compare this to, Double Dare has the same base color, but because of the reflective glitters, it looks nothing alike. In the Grad School bundle, I compared Inkwell and Taxhaven. At first I thought these looked similar, but upon putting them together, Taxhaven has a strong multichrome effect and pulls more red, while Inkwell is a dark bronze. Next is Ivy League compared to Wicked Potion, which is a magnetized green polish. These looked very similar in the bottle, but unmagnetized, Ivy League is far lighter and brighter. I couldn't think of a good comparison for Secret Society, so on to Silent Library. I compared it to Shady Navy topped with Silver Flake Taco, my OG bottle of Cold Shoulder, and Heavy Metal Mixtape. Silent Library has a jelly base and is a deeper shade than Shady Navy, plus Silver Flake, so it looks similar, but it's a different finish. My bottle of Cold Shoulder has changed colors to a green base, but OG Cold Shoulder is a more vibrant blue. And finally, I used Heavy Metal Mixtape to show the difference in metal flake size.
So now that you've seen everything, let me know in the comments below what you'll be picking up. I'm excited to try some nail art and more combos with these, so make sure you follow my other socials for my short form videos about what I make with them. I'm especially excited to try the crelly with the ivory polish because I think they'll layer really nicely. Drop a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I hope this is a great school year. Bye!